Today we're going to talk about the precious metals. We're going to talk about gold, what's happening there or not happening at all. We're going to take a look at silver, but most of all, we're going to talk about palladium. Have you seen this chart? You need to see this chart. Let's get into it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day on December 8th. I can't believe it's December 8th already. Unbelievable. Christmas is fast approaching. Well, and let's look at the markets and see if we can make ourselves some Christmas presents in the next weeks. And obviously, what Christmas present is better than the precious metals? And let's start with gold. As you can see in the chart, well, not much has happened at all. We tried to break above the number 2 purple horizontal resistance line, got rejected 3 times, and now we're kind of going sideways. The interesting part here is that we clearly have a new support zone around basically 4,200. As you can see, if we look at it, the 2 times we fell below it, you see the wicks here, we got bought right back up. So we are starting to find this 3-step pattern in the commodity markets. And we'll pay very close attention to this if this holds, because if it does, then we definitely have a leg up on the market in defining when commodities are starting to turn after the consolidation patterns, and we can get in early. And the 3-step pattern, I first found it and put it out here on Hot Trades of the Day in the big spring consolidation of the gold market. It worked like the charm there. And if you missed those videos, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss these type of videos, because that one got you in on the gold rally, then went all the way up from September all the way up to 4,400 in October. And here's the 3-step pattern, right? Let me adjust this number real quick so you see really what we're talking about. So, first step was a break of the downtrend. Second step was the break of these highs. And then the third step was the all-time high that goes back to this top right here, 3,500. So we got in after step 1. This is what we want to do. Now we need to see if this replicates not only in gold, but in other commodities. Very interesting, right? 3-step right here. Step 1, downtrend. We broke it. This was this bar right here. Now, since then, we've done nothing. So number 2, let me move this up here so you understand this a little better, would be the break of this purple horizontal resistance line. Hasn't happened yet. Number 3, obviously, would be the yellow resistance zone at the all-time highs. So, as I said before, as long as we are below number 2, nothing has happened. We see dynamic of the gold price is kind of dwindling. We're going sideways. The correction is now about 7 weeks long. Interesting. As I've said before, I called this in October the all-time highs here, an intermediate high, and I've said before that really starts to come into effect and be correct if the consolidation lasts a quarter, so 3 months. So we still have some time to go. There's really nothing that we need to be up in arms about with gold where we say, all right, we need to act right now. So that leads us to silver. Silver looks a lot better. As you can see, we recently made new highs right here in silver. We're consolidating. There's absolutely zero selling pressure. So whatever topping formation we may be getting here, do not short silver. We have the problem in the silver market, well, the problem for the shorts. It's great for us as silver long investors with the short squeeze, the institutional short squeeze. That is the reason what has been pushing silver up. So we may go down a little bit, but if the past month have told us anything, right, then it is any correction gets bought up immediately and the shorts are using it to close their positions. So we can expect the same thing. What is the max downside that I see? That would be getting back to this a retest of this breakout area. That's $4. That's not even 10%. Definitely not worth a short. So don't touch it. Now, what I would be interested in and would be touching is Palladium. Look how good this chart looks. Now, I've been bullish on Palladium for a long time. It was actually my top surprise pick for 2025. Didn't really pan out. I mean, we're up, I think, like 40% or something, so you can't really say it was a bad pick. But obviously, gold and silver went up way higher. So did platinum, by the way. So let's be honest about this here. But this chart looks great. And why does it look great? Well, first, we have the red downtrend that's broken. Second, as you can see, we have a new resistance zone, this purple zone that I drew in. We break this, the bottoming formation is officially over. And then we are on to attacking the yellow resistance zone. Let me switch to the weekly for you so you understand what we're talking about for the yellow resistance zone. This is what we're talking about. This is the big one. We break this yellow resistance zone. Everybody will pour into Palladium, the momentum trades, the trend following trades. You know how it goes by now in the commodities sector. And then it'll just explode. Now, will we ever go back to the super highs here? I don't think so. If it is, it's only because of market speculation. Fair enough, good enough for us. We just want to make money. So as long investors in the market, we'll take it. But fundamentally, I do not think so. And the reason is that the market for traditional cars is not growing anymore. It's rather shrinking with EVs. And that is the main use for Palladium in the economy. But that doesn't mean that we can make a lot of money. So we clearly have a bull flag pattern here. We break this resistance zone, this new purple resistance zone. We're gonna attack the yellow zone. We break this, it's party time. And again, interesting, right? Turns out that would be a 3-step pattern. Step 1, downtrend, broken. Step 2, this pattern, this resistance pattern right here. Step 3, the big time yellow resistance pattern. We're gonna watch this like a hawk. And as you can see, this looks much better than gold. This is quite interesting. We'll keep an eye on this. So this is it for the precious metals sector. Let's see if we get clearer signals in Palladium in the next days. Then we break the purple resistance zone. We get a buy signal here. We'll see what's up with platinum. Energy sector looks like it's going to take a short-term breather. Do I love that? Because I want to load up on my energy stocks. Same goes for lithium, by the way. So we're going to look at that over this week. I hope you have a great, and I mean a great pre-Christmas week. Remember, Christmas is about giving. And if you would be so kind, hit the subscribe button. Give something back to the schnitzel guy right here who's doing his best to make us all money in the market. It's going to cost you a second. It means a lot to me. It helps us out a great deal. For 1 second, you made my whole week. That's definitely a great Christmas present to give. So, we'll talk soon. Have a great start to the new week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.